Hey guys, it's Natalie and I'm back this week with another video. So if you follow me on YouTube or Instagram, you know I was just absent these past 2 weeks and it's because I was actually traveling to Canada with my family and we didn't have Wi-Fi. But it was an incredible experience. It was so beautiful and relaxing and I got to see all of my relatives and be with my family. And through doing that, we did a lot of meals together. And I realized though, being vegan and being the only vegan in your family, which I am, it's hard, but it's really not impossible. So I have some good tips and tricks that I came up with on how you can make it easier for you if that's something that's holding you back from becoming a vegan. So one thing you can do if you're going out to dinner with your family is you can actually call the restaurant ahead of time or check out their menu ahead of time online. What I found is that restaurants don't want to exclude certain people from coming to their restaurants. They don't want to lose customers because you eat a certain way. They want to be accommodating. And almost always, restaurants are willing to work with you and help you out and figure out what they can do for you and see if they have vegan options. And it's really great how often they'll do that. I was very surprised by that. It's also a good idea while you're at the restaurant to make it clear to your waiter or waitress that you are actually vegan, or you can even say that you're allergic to dairy and eggs. It's super helpful because you might not know, though you're trying to specifically tailor a meal by say like getting the salad with the cheese on top. You might not know that there's cream in the dressing because they might not specify it on the menu. So by doing so, the waiter or waitress really knows what it is you can and can't eat and can help get that across the kitchen and make sure that you do get a vegan meal. Also, the other thing that's really good to do is get creative when you're in a restaurant. It's hard when you go to a traditionally non-vegan restaurant with your family, but if you pay attention and look at the sides on different dishes and also the sides available on the menu, a lot of times those will be vegan. And from those you can actually create a good dish that's a good amount of food for you so you don't end up just eating a bland salad for dinner. Because I think we've all been there. So, for example, I went to a traditionally non-vegan restaurant with my family over vacation, and they had a special that was salmon served on top of this bed of quinoa that sounded so good. It had cherry tomatoes and snap peas and asparagus and this crazy good dressing. And when I told them I was vegan, they offered to make that for me in a meal size, and then they also added roasted vegetables and some other really good things. So I got a good filling meal at a traditionally non-vegan restaurant, and it was from using the sides and the different dishes they have there that do not contain meat or dairy. In terms of eating meals at home, it can definitely be slightly more challenging if you're not very into cooking. It required a little more effort for sure when I went vegan because I started cooking my own meals. But at the same time, you don't have to cook gourmet meals every night for yourself. You can just get by with what your mom or dad makes that has food you can eat, and then like a little bit of tofu on the side, or some beans on the side, or some rice, just easy things. And at the same time, I got really into cooking when I started becoming vegan and vegetarian, and I am so thankful for that because in a little over a week I head off to college and I'm going off with the basic life skill of how to cook, which you don't think about, but it's going to be very helpful for me when I'm living on my own. And I'm really happy that I did this because now I know how to cook and how to cook meals I genuinely enjoy. The other thing I like to do when I'm cooking at home is I coordinate my meals. So I'll go and talk to my mom, who is the person who generally cooks meals for our family, and I will say, okay, what are you making tonight? Like, what do you have that, like, side dish-wise that can be vegan? And sometimes she even makes something that's vegan as the main course, which is really nice, and then I won't have to do anything. But oftentimes she'll have like rice or potatoes or roasted vegetables or something along those lines that I can take from. And so, for example, if she makes a meat with some rice, I'll take the rice and I'll make like a stir fry or some tofu to toss on top. And by coordinating meals, it just makes it a lot easier on you because you still get to eat some of the food that your family makes for you. And you also get to experience making food for yourself, which is really great. In the long run for me, I feel like it was honestly so worth every moment of my time putting extra time into meals and standing up in a restaurant and saying like, oh sorry, like I'm vegan, being the only one who's saying that at the table. Because Honestly, it's good to fight for what you believe in. And by doing that, you're starting conversations and you're getting people thinking. And that's what's important. I think people need to get past the feeling of, oh, it's awkward and I feel uncomfortable being the only one. Because you're standing up for what you believe in and other people will respect you for that. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, maybe subscribe. I'd appreciate the support. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.